Who's winning? Sentry or Henry Cavill Superman?
Oh my gosh.
There's already people debating it. I know my answer.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
May 26, 2026 is going to be the new release day for GTA, bro.
I still can't just believe it, dude.
They pushed it back another year.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know if it genuinely was like I mean, because truly we'll never know, I guess, unless like someone from Rockstar like went on a podcast and talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I truly just don't know. I kind of just at first I just started to think maybe they just want this game to be perfect and like this and that. I just don't think they started on it just because GTA 5 was just
so big.
Like they didn't have to. Bro, how long that game came out? What 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Well, bro, me and you were still playing it in like 2018, 2019 with like our friends and still buying like shark cards and like shit. Like they didn't have to start making a new one, and I guess like they just started making it in 2020s, and that's why it's taking forever.
Yeah, I mean that really has to be the case. Even though like for the most part, even with like the making of The Last of Us 2, we found out that Naughty Dog has multiple teams, studios, and one team was working on Uncharted, and then the other team was working was starting to work on Last of Us 2, and then next thing you know, all hands on deck on Uncharted because stuff was messing up, whatever. I wonder if that was the case. And then it wasn't just stuff is messing up on GTA. No, guess what, bro? GTA is getting so popular. We need to continue with all the missions and stories for online, and we need to continue to add all this extra shit. But it's just like, bro.
I think, I think that kind of was the case, what you said, because you had Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 came out when? Was that 2018?
Good question. Let me look. I believe you're right.
I think it was 2018. No.
I think you're right.
I think because I was in my apartment when I was playing Red Dead 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was released in 2018.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, so you could use that argument for like after GTA 5, it's all hands on deck for Red Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rockstar's
and then
next
they
big
even
game.
had online.
Right. But then after that, there hasn't really been much since. So you figure after Red Dead 2, that's when everyone would start. But I think they were still just doing shit for online GTA, like you said. And because GTA 5, it was just huge. It never lost momentum. To the point where even my brother and his friends were in GTA 5 all the time, like playing in the lobbies and stuff. So it's just like they haven't had to rush to make a new one.
No, because it's continuing to make money and generate nothing but buzz.
At the end of the day, I think it's everyone's fault. It's Rockstar's fault, but it's also our fault because everyone just played GTA 5 for so long, and they didn't have to hurry up and make another game because GTA 5 was making a ton of money still.
And there was a talk about them remastering Bully and everything like that, and some of the Max Paynes, and
they never ended up doing that.
They never did any of it. No, it all went down.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, dude. Unless this game is just gonna be fucking crazy.
What if they say after once it comes out and they go, "I'm glad you're all enjoying it. I'm glad it's gotten all the greatest reviews. It's breaking all these records, but just know this is the last GTA we're doing."
Oh, I could totally see that
for them to take this long.
I could totally see it's the last GTA yes, especially just the way the world is. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can't be as raunchy, you can't be doing it. There's a lot more sensitive stuff. So, like, I feel like that's why they delayed it, too, as making this next one. Because it's like, imagine in 2021 or whatever, GTA 6 coming out. And, like, I don't know if 2021 was like but I just felt like there was a transition. There was a transition to a point where everyone just became, like, super sensitive about stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that played a part. I'm not sure, but I could totally see this being the last one. For sure.
I have this feeling that it may be the last one. GTA 6 is going to be the last one, totally, and guess what, bro? We're going to write off in nothing but online shit for this, and that's it, and they're done.
What if it doesn't even do as good as they thought it was going to either? Like, what if it gets to? Okay, you say that, but like a lot of the people that we grew, like our age, that when it came out, a lot of us have kids now. A lot of us don't have time to play all that stuff. So, like, you are going to take a hit from that generation because there's people that are even a little bit older than us that play GTA 5 that are probably in different positions now, too, that they're not going to have time to play. So, yes, you'll have the younger generations for sure, but, like, I don't know how much of our generation's going to – I think we'll all buy it, but, like, I don't know how much we're going to play. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much
at that point, they don't give a fuck if you play. You going to buy it. And then
right, but they make a lot of money from online as well. Like, it's not even just about the game sale. It's online, like shark cards, and they want you to build just empire online and stuff. And not a lot of us don't have time for that. So I'm not saying it's not going to do well. I'm just saying, what if it doesn't even do as good as GTA 5? GTA 5 was just like a historic game. Like it really is when you break it down in history. Like GTA 5 is bigger than all the other GTAs.
You heard it here first. GTA 6 is gonna be a flop. No,
I don't think. I'm not saying it's gonna be a flop. I'm just saying there's also like some frustration. Like some people are like, dude, I'm in my 30s now. Like I'm not gonna go buy that shit. I'm not saying I'm still gonna buy it, but yeah, I don't know.
And that's kind of the mindset I have. Like I hear what you're saying, and yes, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, I mean at that point, everyone's going to have careers. Everyone has the family aspect and everything like that. But we are still that generation that was coming with all the consoles left and right. We had everything to where like gaming is also part of us in some type of way, in some capacity, to where I think no matter what, you're right. At the end of it, it's going to stem down to if they're going to play online and what they generate from there. But they're still going to go buy that motherfucker though, just for the nostalgia purposes of going. GTA finally came out. Shit, I'm gonna buy it. Now when can I play it? I don't know, but I'm gonna buy it.
I don't know. I've said that about a lot of games, and I haven't bought a lot of games. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, right now, I will tell you, I will buy it right away. But in that position in 2026, I don't know.
I'm saying all this also, but yet I was the most hyped for Assassins, and I haven't even bought that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And I sent you a photo last night of me replaying.
And I've played every Assassin's Creed, and like I haven't bought the last two right at the jump. You know what I mean? Like I'm just at a different point in my life that I don't buy games as soon as they come out.
Yeah.
Because I know it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I just think it's a different. I think it's a different time. But I think the younger generations will carry it for sure. Like my brother hit younger people after him. Younger than him. Like I think they'll carry it for sure.
They heard the stories.
But
GTA.
But like I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna be a flop, but I don't know if it'll do as well as GTA 5. For sure.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, dude, when I saw that release date, I just thought, fucking course, dude. Fucking course.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Just what we wanted, bro.
I just thought, of course, dude. Because what, it was supposed to be the summer?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They released that trailer last year, and they made everyone freak out.
Yeah.
Because it showed next summer, which is now here.
Which is now, yes.
And now we got to wait another year, bro.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
And that trailer broke records, bro.
Yeah. Episode 79 of the Lame Guys Podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
We saw Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts,
dude.
We also had The Last of Us 3 episode drop.
Yeah.
So we got those two things to review. News wise, it's one of those things where it's like some of them were kind of big, and then some of the other ones were like they were just kind of hidden, thrown in there, didn't make big headlines. One that I saw that made its rounds though was talking about some of the new DC projects coming out. One I have no interest in. I'm not gonna lie to you. One we have discussed on here, and we've just talked. We've talked about how we're interested in. DC's Sergeant Rock film may still happen. There was news the previous days talking about how it was canceled. It was canned. They're not going to do it no more, yada, yada, yada. Well, now they're coming out. The Hollywood Reporter is coming out saying, actually, it may still happen. DC loves the script. Scheduling is reported to be the main issue and requires a ton of exterior shots. The film will reassess at the end of the year and if a potential summer 2026 shoot. Damn. We're barely talking about shooting it next year, not even coming out. And the plot is going to be Sergeant Rock trying to find the Holy Spear before the Nazis. I don't know anything about this character.
I don't know either.
I just remember at the very beginning when James Gunn gave a list of all the movies coming out. I don't remember if Sergeant Rock was one of them.
I don't know. I just know he's big on like making these other characters that aren't as well known.
Really?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it just based off his resume, like
James Gunn.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Sergeant Rock.
No, James Gunn. like
really?
I can tell he likes to take characters that aren't very well known and work with them.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Colin Farrell was reported going to be Sergeant Rock at some point. So was Daniel Craig. Freaking James Bond.
Might as well, bro. He ain't gonna be Penguin. Might as well.
So that was one part of the news. The other part of the news was saying Clayface will begin filming this October. It will be DC's version of The Fly. It will be directed by James Watkins. The script is going to be helmed by Mike Flanagan, and it's going to be set for release September 11th, 2026. My little one's birthday. I mean, so.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The first thing that came to mind was 9/11. Wow.
Nah, bro. I got there. It's a new meaning now. It's a new meaning now.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I mean, I don't, dude. I think also the thing that sucks about all these social media days now is we know things so early, And so I think a lot of times, like, we think that it's so long, but I think movies have always taken long. Like,
Oh, they've always taken long.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, you're right.
Now we just know news, like, just so early on.
Social media plays a big aspect into it. You didn't have the whole trying to figure out who's the director of this. Bro, I mean, I bet you.
It was like a trailer got dropped, and that's how you saw it.
Boom. I was going to say, I know you could probably attest to this. Going to the movies. You go to the movies, bro, and then you see a trailer and you go,
wow. I didn't know that was coming.
They're making that? Like, that's pretty cool. Then after a while, you start getting the hype of the Super Bowl commercials and the Super Bowl trailers.
Shit, I'm even at the age I saw VHS trailers, bro.
Yeah? Yeah.
They had trailers on the VHS.
Yep. Coming soon to home video.
He'd
be in that.
I was like, oh, wow. Yeah.
I gotta find it. And then, bro, I started thinking to myself, I saw that movie. No, you didn't. You saw a trailer 100 times because you ran the fuck out that VHS tape, bro. There's so many movies where I had it like that, bro. I go,
same.
damn, bro, I saw that trailer 1,000 times.
Yeah, same for me.
But yes, for Sergeant Rock, canceled, now may come back. If I get it, I ain't gonna lie. Cool. If I don't care.
I mean, I have trust. Like, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
but, like,
I'm gonna
dude,
watch
I mean,
it.
if there's anything that James Gunn has told you, is like he can take some characters you don't care about and make you care about them.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not gonna be directed by him, so this
right. But if he's faith
greenlighting it,
if he has faith to greenlight it, I feel like it's gonna be good.
And for Clayface, we know it's not gonna be the DCE or the DCU Clayface. They've already talked about that. This is gonna be Elseworld type shit, like some the Batman type shit, where it's gonna be its own universe, same like the Joker. Cool. I just hope it's successful.
Yeah, I think it will be.
And then it's successful enough to be like, you know what, never mind. We'll bring them into our DC universe.
I still don't understand why we keep doing this separate type shit. I just don't get it, dude.
I wonder.
I think they want dark movies, but they don't want it to be associated with the DCU. You know what I mean? Like with Joker and stuff.
Yeah,
but they do want darker movies. And so then at that point, I just ask, okay, so then why can't we not just make like Gotham? That's just like the dark place.
Yeah.
Like it already is a dark place. So like just make that can be the spot that if you want to make dark movies, they're just in Gotham. You don't have to have Batman in them, but it's just the origin story about these villains that he fights or something. I don't know. I don't understand why we keep separating it.
It's just something they're doing right now. I don't know. Just have different stories just to make.
You have the Joker, you have the Batman, now you have this Clayface thing, all separate, not including into this DCU.
Boom, this is what they're going to do, bro. Just like how they're going to do Secret Wars at the very end. They're hoping that this is going to be a big-ass thing. At the very end, we're going to get Crisis on Infinite Earth, and that's when we get all of them. Because, I mean, you kind of have to start somewhere so you can build for the future. So maybe that's kind of what they're looking at. Is like, bro, we're going to introduce Robert Pattinson's Batman right now. It's going to be his only Batman movie he ever gets. And then 10 years, 15 years from now, we would already have the DCU Batman, the DC Batman have 5 movies, and then he'll finally meet Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
as old man, as an old man Batman.
Maybe. I saw part 1 of
Crisis
on
HBO
Max.
I saw part 1.
Yeah,
too.
I don't know. I don't remember if I saw part 2.
I never finished.
I think I started it, but I don't think I finished it yet either.
I tried to show a little one, and she was just.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, you know why, bro? It's that new animation.
Yeah, like I don't know if
something doesn't stick. Something doesn't stick.
Yeah,
the action's really cool.
Right, yeah.
But the animation for some reason, I miss the old DC.
Yeah, like, maybe that's what it was. I was just like whatever.
Because I really thought to myself, damn, is it because like I just don't care about these cartoons anymore? And then I rewatched fucking Under the Red Hood, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I mean the animation definitely is different.
I was like, that shit is great.
The animation definitely is different.
Another thing that came out, bro, we finally got the long-awaited, what everyone's been wanting to see. The Rock's new movie, Smashing Machine, bro. Yeah. The reason why, he's putting all his focus into this bullshit instead of the WWE like he should be. Smashing Machine, the first trailer came out, first images came out. And I'm not going to lie, looks damn good.
No, it does.
It looks great.
Well, and A24.
A24.
They are just,
Bro, it's gotten to the point where before you used to watch a trailer pop up in theaters, nonetheless, and it says A24, and you go, who's that?
Yeah.
And then it turned into A24. Oh, yeah, they made that one. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Now it's, oh, shit, another A24. Like, it's slowly but surely becoming up there with some of the
and
great studios.
And they're doing it different. They're doing it different because they're not like trying to please everybody. They make their own type of movies. They have some weird movies, bro. They have some movies that are different, and they still hit. And I think people like that.
Did A24 or Neon do?
Neon's another one.
Yeah, Neon. But what's the movie you saw with Jenna Ortega? Not Jenna Ortega.
Oh, X.
Was it X?
Well, there's X, and then you're talking about like with old girl Mia Goth. Is that what you're talking about?
those, but no, we saw it in theaters, bro. That fucking
With
with
Jenna
Limp Bizkit.
Ortega?
Not Jennifer.
Oh, yes.
Rachel
Y2K.
Zegler. Y2K, yes. Like that one.
Yes.
Who asked for that shit? No
Yeah.
one. But guess what? That shit was good.
Yes.
That shit was good. That was original.
It's on HBO Max now. I thought about watching it.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That was a fun
I
time
wanted
at
to
the
show
movies,
Teresa.
bro.
Yeah, it really was. It was fun.
Bro,
It was
me
a
and
fun
you, I'm telling you, like when you said you want to go watch it, I remember you sending me the trailer months prior. And then when you said, hey, Y2K is about to come out, you want to go see it? And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have none. I had to go back and look it up. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
sure.
It was actually really good.
And it was a good time at the theater. So, I mean, yes, A24, Neon, like you said, another one of those. They're coming out with these movies. Are people asking for them? No. But then you watch the trailers and you go, damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
Another one of those.
Sure. No, and this one does still. Yeah, I mean, take my bias aside from how pissed I am at The Rock. I saw the trailer and I thought, wow. I thought it's refreshing to see you not be yourself. Like he's himself in every movie. Yeah, pretty much. So it was. I'm excited to see how much because this that I can think of. This is really the only role that I can remember The Rock being in where one, he's playing like an actual character.
Yeah.
That I don't just see his bald head being The Rock, and two, this looks like a role that he'll have to show some range.
Yes.
That I've never seen him show before.
I'm not gonna say this is gonna be an Oscar-worthy film or anything like that. I mean, actually, who knows?
May.
It may. I'm not going to say he's going to get an Oscar. If he does, cool. If he doesn't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But nonetheless, I mean, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to be playing legendary UFC
Mark
Kerr and everything like that, and basically just his upbringing, how he started from it, and the trials and tribulations he had to go through with the ups and downs, and looks like drug problems and all this other stuff,
substance abuse problems.
Yeah, like all the stuff he went through in his life. So it's a biopic, nonetheless. Smashing Machine. Rock looks great. Or whatever, obviously a big mofo.
Yeah.
Yes, the makeup on this man,
unrecognizable,
unrecognizable on some parts, but there were some parts where I go, okay, there you are. But then sometimes I was like, wow, bro,
especially the part of the trailer when they have him bald.
Yes,
and I thought, okay, I was like, okay, I see you. I was like, but also you do look different. Like it's not like they just kept your bald head like normal. Like you can tell they try to put like makeup on and stuff.
Like right there.
Yes, yeah. Like I see him, but also it looks different. Like
who I also see? Randy.
Really? I don't.
There's a part of me that sees bald Randy Orton, bro.
But like you see The Rock there, but also it looks different. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really look still fully like 100% him.
Yeah.
Even though it is, but
yeah.
No, yeah. If anything, the first trailer gave us, it looks good. There's a documentary on HBO Max
of him
about Mark Kerr. Yeah, and I've never seen it, but people say it's really good. And Ariel Helwani says that's still his favorite fighting documentary ever. So yeah, so nice. I think I want to go back and watch it just in prep for this movie.
Yeah. To compare it also.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it. I knew about it, and we got those early shots like whatever it was like last year, months ago. I don't remember when, but I saw A24 was making it, so I thought, dude, if anything, I mean, they're good. I mean, shit, they made the Von Erichs, the Iron Claw.
Yeah. And that was phenomenal.
Yeah. So, like, I have faith in A24, so I'm excited. I'm going to go watch it for sure.
Yeah. It comes out October 3rd of this year. So, I mean, not too far. We'll be able to go see that shit. Moving on from there, bro. Something that I guess we thought already happened, but no, now it's officially happening. Avengers DOOMSDAY is now officially started filming. So we talked about it before. Actually, no, they were starting pre-production. So building the sets, getting everything prepped, costume designs, all this shit. The actors may already be in London.
Yeah.
But they were probably doing that for prep. Now they are behind the camera. I said it the last time we talked about it, and I'll say it again. Now Robert Downey Jr. has the Doom costume and is in front of cameras right now, bro. As we speak, possibly. Giving us Avengers DOOMSDAY.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Incredible.
That is crazy.
That's incredible. Kevin
fast,
Feige.
Too.
Yep. Fast, bro.
Yeah.
And it comes out next year.
Yeah.
It comes out next year.
Yeah.
Literally like a year from whenever was it? 2 days ago.
See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. And I think that they may have been the ones that spoiled us, honestly. Because then I like the action. We hear about this, starts filming. Next year, boom, movie comes out. Where it's like, and maybe they're the ones that spoiled us. I don't know, but like, I just feel like it's not the case anymore. Everything's taking forever.
Yeah,
but
like we said earlier, the Batman 2.
Well, and like you could say and then you could make the argument like these low budget movies, like The Rock's, for example.
Yeah,
The Rock's. We saw those shots of him as Mark Kerr.
Yep.
And then we already have the trailer, and then it comes out this year, October.
Yep.
But then you're like, oh well, that's probably a lower budget movie. No, bro, Avengers fucking Doomsday. You know that the budget's high, and they're still busting it out next year.
Yep. Because they also have been working on this shit for a while, even before they made the announcement with Robert Downey Jr. coming back, before the announcement of the Russo brothers coming back at San Diego Comic-Con. They were already working on this shit.
Yeah, they probably already had shit plotted.
They already had shit plotted. They were already getting in contact with agents and everything. Hey, we need your actor to come over here and do so this shit has been moving high speed, bro. Yeah. And Kevin Feige and them, they released just like they did with that long ass live stream, all the director chair. Kevin Feige and Marvel released the Victor Von Doom chair and everything like that. I sent this to you, and it's actually pretty it's funny how much it changed from Avengers Kang Dynasty to Avengers Doomsday. Previously, it was going to be directed. Kang Dynasty was going to be directed by Destin D. Cretton, who's now going to be doing Spider-Man. Still ecstatic about that. It was going to be written by the guy who did Quantumania. The main villain was going to be Kang, played by Jonathan Majors. It was going to have no Fox, X-Men, no Fantastic Four, no Thor. The heroes are going to be fighting multiple Kangs on Earth. The film was going to be relatively grounded. No multiverse elements. Spider-Man was the main character. And it was going to have Daredevil, Hawkeye, and Moon Knight. Avengers Doomsday. It's going to be directed by the Russo brothers. It's going to be written by the same person who gave us Infinity War. The main villain, Dr. Doom, played by Robert Downey Jr. No Scarlet Witch, no Moon Knight, no Daredevil. Spider-Man, maybe. We're going to assume yes. The hero team up is going to fight Dr. Doom. Multiverse movie. It's going to be allegedly a medieval movie on Battleworld. It's going to have Thor, have Loki, have Fantastic Four, and have the OG X-Men. How much things have changed, bro.
For sure.
I'm not going to lie. Out of both those, I kind of like the movie we're going to get.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I do wish that we ran its course with Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
I do wish we did.
Yes.
But, it is what it is. And maybe the merger helped change that up a little bit. I don't remember. Was that after they got the X-Men, or was that before?
Oh,
with Jonathan Majors stuff?
We had the X-Men for a while.
Oh, even with Jonathan Majors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So
we just didn't know what the fuck to do.
What to do.
I say we. They.
Well, and maybe they just decided, you know what, let's scrap it and let's implement them in this.
Or they probably just didn't, because Secret Wars was always, I think, going to be the
end goal.
The end goal.
Right.
So maybe they thought we'll just do it there.
Right.
But now we got Doomsday. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Give us Doomsday or give them.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, and I think money wise, this is going to be a lot better as well.
It's my weekly. Basically every single episode, I tell you what I've heard on Campia, and he brought this up, and this comes to what I was saying earlier, that some shit kind of just went under the radar, and when I actually looked it up, there was actually not big outlets, but some people on Twitter talking about it. I actually had to go search for this shit from Chris Claremont. He is a legendary Marvel Comics writer. He did a lot of X-Men shit and everything like that. He is known for Marvel Studios to come to him with some ideas, or hey, bounce some ideas as far as like the writers. Hey, what do you think about this, whatever. He was at a Comic-Con in Huntsville, and he started talking about Doomsday. Now, Campia also clarified how much does he actually know about Doomsday, or is he just talking out of his ass? Did he see maybe a rough draft of this the script, or does he actually know everything and he's just letting shit fly, and Kevin Feige's going to have this man locked away for all we know? So take this with a grain of salt. But he mentioned Avengers is going to have the return of Psylocke from the X-Men movies. Wolverine is killing someone important. Elizabeth Olsen is going to come back as a good Scarlet Witch. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing multiple characters, including Iron Man, and I think he said a couple variants of Doomsday or Doctor Doom. Chris Evans is going to come back as multiple characters, including an evil Captain America. So, but in the full quotes, he was saying an evil Captain America, Captain Hydra, Old Man Captain America, and a Captain America. And I'm like, wait, what?
So evil Captain. I thought,
I was. So in my head, I'm thinking, so it's just one evil Captain America. Yeah. But who knows?
I mean, it could just be. Well, no, because I mean, this is just me talking out of my ass. But you could do a Hydra Captain America, and then you could do like a boys type situation where it's like a Captain America that maybe is like the government controls like completely. You know what I mean? Like the boys, how we talked about. And then like that's why he's bad. Like his, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. But I mean, that sounds cool, dude. I fully expect that we'll get multiple versions of, different characters like that. That I expect.
So, hearing that, it made me feel a lot better about those those photos we saw of Robert Downey Jr. supposedly in the Doctor Doom suit.
Yeah.
Remember? Because we saw the one with the birthday photo, and then we saw the one where he looked like he was actually at a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And we were saying, bro, it's like infamous Iron Man,
Right.
as Doctor Doom. Like that's what it looks like.
That makes me
What
better
if all
we're-
that?
If
What
we're
if
seeing multiple versions?
What
of
if that's
it?
all real?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be playing Iron Man, a version of Iron Man, infamous Iron or Invincible, infamous Iron Man, whatever it is. And then that Doctor Doom, it's a different version of Doctor Doom that we saw on that birthday card. And then we're gonna get his full Doctor Doom as like the main one or something. Oh, I felt a lot better. Now, how true is this? Like we said, I don't know. Even Campion made sure to say, take this with a grain of salt. He could just be talking out of his ass. He could have read some Reddit threads and said, "Oh, that sounds cool. Let me talk about it." He goes, "Who knows?" But if this is true, because he does have a history with Marvel Studios, he goes, "Then Kevin Feige, you want to have a phone call with him saying you talking too goddamn much, bro." But Avengers Doomsday is filming, bro. If we're gonna get all these different variants of Captain and Tony, bro, I'm down.
I'm curious how locked down they're gonna have that shit though. They're gonna
They're
gonna try to make sure nothing gets
locked
out,
the fuck down, bro.
And whoever leaks that shit, getting a fat bag from TMZ and shit, bro. Like, if there is somebody who leaks that shit, oh, bro, they're getting a bag.
But would it be worth it?
Well, I think it just depends.
Okay, so you're gambling if
it depends on your situation, because I'm sure a lot of the people that leak these things are people that do not make a ton of money.
You're
right.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that. So it depends on your situation. Like if you're gonna get 100K, I don't know what type of numbers they give. It's just to leak stuff. But if you're gonna get like a lot more money than you're making, and you get fired, but you just made a good chunk of money. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but like for some people, I could see where that's worth.
Oh yeah, and I'm not saying
yes. The maintenance guy or something, like being there taking a picture. Like I'm sure for them it's worth it. Yeah, I'm sure for them it's worth it. But like if you're a high up there person, and you leak that and then you get fired, then that probably wasn't worth it.
See, I was gonna say like it's going to be a gamble, because imagine like, okay, say you're not doing that maintenance, you're legit someone that turns off and on the light, something simple like that, but you've always worked on these Marvel movies, bro. You finally leak it, and then you go, God damn, bro, TMZ's all for me. Like you said, 100,000, bro. I'm not making 100,000 a year with Marvel, but I'm still there every set. I'm still there seeing everything early. Do I want to risk that? Because there will be a possibility if they find out I'm the one that leaked it. Not only am I fired, I ain't working in any fucking studio again, and I won't be able to see any of this cool shit and meet any of these actors. Or do I get a bag real quick?
Well, but you also have to understand, not everybody likes superheroes like you.
No.
So
I know, but still, like, that's why I mentioned the actors and everything.
Right.
Like that.
Some of those people probably just work at that studio and see movies come and go all the time. They don't give a fuck. They don't like. They don't. So I assume the people that are gonna leak this probably do not care and are not going to go watch the movie. Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If we were there, of course, we would look at it the way you looked at it. Like, dude, I am not risking my job. Like, I want to be here every single time they come through. I want to meet these actors. But for some other people, I'm sure they don't care. I hope stuff doesn't get leaked, though, anyway. But,
no, neither do I, but I already know it's going to, bro.
You know people are going to try.
Yes.
People are going to try, for sure. Especially if they have any scenes outside.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bro, because you already, yes, 100%, you're right, because there's already those behind-the-scene photos of when pre-production was going, and there was, like, on set of Avengers Doomsday, and there's, like, craters all over the ground and everything like that. Actors are going to be in that position, and people are going to go, whether it be a drone shot or what, it's going to happen, unfortunately.
There are going to be, but hopefully it's limited. It's fairly limited, too.
It's one of the situations where I think, because we've talked about before, like, when reviews and everything like that, like press screenings, if the reviews don't drop before the movie, like a good amount, then it's like, damn, bro, they're hiding something. Nah. Hide it. Hide it. Wait till the day of release. I don't want to know nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sold. Now, I'm not one of those that's saying, I don't need to see a trailer. I want to see a fucking trailer. I can't wait to see a trailer.
You just have so much trust.
I just have so much trust,
I'm the same way.
Russo brothers coming back. Kevin Feige giving the stamp of approval, and something that Robert Downey Jr. said, I died. I could have ridden off into the sunset. He even basically said that on Rogan's podcast, bro, a long time ago, saying that I had a good run. Yeah. Like, I'm good. I'm happy. For him to come back, there has to be a reason.
I'm the same way. That's why when I see these leaks or stuff and people get mad at, like, well, how this costume looks or this and that, I just have faith. I just have faith that it's gonna be good anyway. So
I agree, but at the same time, I also have preference.
I mean, and I really don't. And maybe it's just because I don't really, I've never really read into much of Marvel or anything like that. I've never been a huge fan of Doctor Doom or anything like that. Maybe that's why I don't. But I really don't have a preference at all. No. Like, I mean, I just have faith. Yeah, I'm excited for the movie, and I have faith that whatever they give us is gonna be good.
That's fair. Your choice. Do you want to get into Last of Us or do you want to get into Thunderbolts?
We'll do Last of Us.
All right.
We'll save Thunderbolts for last.
Last of Us 3, bro. Episode 3. Basically, the aftermath.
Yes.
The aftermath, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a slower episode.
It was a slower episode, but it was still damn good, bro.
So I saw a lot of people just dog on the episode. They thought it wasn't good.
Really?
Yeah, on my TikTok and Twitter. I kind of just looked at it as like this is stuff that we didn't get to get in the game, and you know how after HBO, like after
Yes.
you see and he even mentions that like in the game it's an action game, so like
You got to go straight to
very
the next
little
thing.
time to really show people mourning and this and that. Whereas in a show, it's different. And so I kind of appreciated it. Like I kind of appreciated seeing like the town recover from Joel dying and seeing that town meeting and seeing old boy that Joel pushed
Seth,
down and like stand up and be like, what are we talking about here? Like this is our dude, like I honestly, I appreciated that. And I appreciated like seeing how Ellie tried to get a group of people to go and it didn't work. That's stuff they didn't show in the game. In the game, she says she's leaving, and Dina says she's coming with her, and then that's it.
And then they go.
Yeah, and then they go. So, I kind of appreciate it. It was slower, but like it's a part of the story that we didn't get in the game. So maybe that's why I like it more. I don't know.
No, yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Neil Druckmann discussed it and saying that yes, he wasn't able to do any of this, and it was kind of refreshing to give us something new and that something that they were able to flesh out basically, apart from the game. Yeah, it was really nice. Was it heartbreaking? Yeah.
Because in the game, they give you a very heartbreaking thing, and then trying to just, boom.
And then Ellie's just, all right.
I'm going to get revenge.
I'm going to go get revenge.
Yeah.
No, bro. It's this
Joel's
one,
a big character.
Yes, bro. Yes. Like you said, the town meeting and everything like that, like where they had to put everything to a vote, going to his house and everything. That was in the game.
That was in the game. Yes.
But it was a flashback scene later or whatever.
Well, and then you see some notes. Like, you see some stuff in front of the door that obviously people cared about Joel. You know that Joel was loved. But like this, I think this just shows something different. Like it showed how the town actually is.
All the way down to legit, after they find Ellie, take her back to Jackson in the hospital, her waking up in the hospital, bro. You think she's going to go, oh, what happened? Fuck no, bro. Yeah. She went through a traumatic ass experience. She woke up, bro. And she's in her mind, she's still seeing the image of Joel. And she's screaming bloody murder. Like, Ellie, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And they put her ass back to sleep. Yeah. Because, bro, yes. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, even that moment, I loved it.
Yeah. No, so did I. I liked it too. I think what they're doing different, though, is because in the game, Ellie just goes, and you don't really see if they have like a council to get 6. Because in the show, they wanted like 16 people, right, to go.
Yep.
In the game, there's no knowledge of that to my remember. Like, I don't remember that. And I think the reason that they did the invasion or like whatever it was, like the what do they call it? The horde. The horde that came is now you have a reason as to why 16 people can't come. Because if it's like the game and nothing happens other than Joel dying, I think it's an easy, okay, we'll get a group together to go. Yeah. But this one, now you have the horde happen, and now people are still recovering, and they're like, dude, we just got ransacked. Like, we can't just send 16 people off. So you have that factor, and it's like, yeah, some people care about Joel, but you can't send people off out of there. So I think that's why, that may be why they did that. I don't know, but it does make sense now for that. Because in the game, there's no horde. Yeah. There's no horde that hits Jackson like that in the game. No. And it's just Joel dying.
I love at the meeting, though, you had, like you mentioned Seth and everything, but you also had that one lady. She goes, look, I get it. We all love Joel, but my sister just died too, bro. Yeah. Like we lost people too. Yes. Like we want to grieve. We're trying to get over this shit. Now you're trying to go fight and lose potentially more. You're trying to send 16 of our best to go out. Who's going to be here to protect us? And then Seth gets up, man, we over here. Because that one other guy, we got to forgive him.
Yeah, it was that Asian guy.
We got to, got to move on. Got to pray about this. Yeah. And he's like, fuck y'all's prayer, bro. Bro, even though him and Joel didn't see eye to eye in their last meeting type shit.
I told Teresa, I was like, babe, I bet he was former military. I was like, the way he's talking, I was like, he looks like he would probably be former military.
Yeah, he's over here like, what are we going to do? Sit on our hands and shit?
He's like, they're going to come back.
Yeah. He goes, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
I was like,
damn, he was like, they came into our shit. And like, bro, so I know. I was like, right on. I was like, right on, brother. Dude, I was hype. And then Ellie, even Ellie, and what kind of pissed me off too at the end when he was helping them with the horse. And Ellie's still being a bitch to him. And I'm like, dude, I get it. He was a dick. But like, he stood up for you and Joel at the council meeting, and he's helping you get out without people seeing.
And he gave her a sandwich.
Yeah. And she was still being mean to him in that situation. And I'm like, okay.
No, they shook hands, though. They shook hands, bro.
Well, yeah, because Dina told her, like, okay, bro, like, get over it.
Yeah, she basically said, you ain't gonna get none if you don't
Yeah,
shake his hand, bro.
so-
And Ellie's like, fuck.
Although overall, I thought the episode was good. It's interesting to see how they've changed the whole her and Dina relationship.
Yes.
Because we're already pretty much in Seattle. Still no, like they're not together. And at that time they already are.
Yeah, they're already together when
In
they're
the
in
game,
Seattle.
yes.
But I mean, because even
They hint at it, of course.
They
like in
they
the
hint
tent.
at it. Even last night when I was telling you I was playing, I was replaying it. A lot of fucking flirting. A lot of flirting. And then even when they got to Seattle and everything like that, and Ellie said something on the horse, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I was trying to sound like a badass." And she gets really close to her ear, and she goes, "Like, you don't have to try."
That was in the show.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It was in the show.
Yes.
Yeah. And Ellie get that little smirk, and I'm thinking, there it is, boy.
Yeah. No, yeah, and you can tell, like, they're in the tent, like they're flirting, like they have, and it's gonna happen. But I'm just saying, and because even like Dina mentions, like, you're gay, I'm not, and so like you could tell, like, but in the game it's pretty quick when it happens. So it's like
very quick.
they're doing it different, which I mean, I don't really mind because you know it's gonna happen. They're still flirting and all that stuff.
Yeah. What I did like though, going back to the Ellie thing at the meeting, is when Jesse, because she found out Jesse is a part of the council now, and he gave it's some good ass advice.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna vote for angry.
Yeah,
he goes, make them listen.
Yeah,
write it down, and she did, bro. I'm really glad she listened because in my head I thought she's gonna be like, fuck you, bro. I'm gonna come in guns blazing. Yeah. No, bro. Hi, everyone knows my situation. You know, basically and she for real read that shit, bro, and it sound nice.
Yeah.
I
don't know if you saw the trailer for tomorrow's episode, but dude, it looks fucking fire. And it looks like we're getting a backstory on the Prophet. Like where we
because we saw a little bit of them too.
We don't get that in the game.
Yeah.
And and you see that Isaac's torturing some lady in the thing. That's the Prophet.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. So in the game, you hear mention of her, you see her on walls and stuff, but you don't get a backstory of her.
Okay, yeah.
So,
no, I did see the trailer. I guess I just didn't put that together.
So this is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a backstory of Isaac and the Prophet and how that war starts with the Seraphites and the wolves.
Yeah,
Seraphites, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be great. Because we don't get that in the game. So that's the good thing about shows is you can really like
flesh them out.
Yeah, you can really flesh them out and stretch them out.
Because at the end of the day, it's also a drama. Like, yes, it is an action show.
Yeah.
It does have infected like zombie type things, but it's also still a drama. So you have to give that drama episode to where you really have to flesh out and know why we're doing things, bro.
Yeah, and then you see them in Seattle, and then like you see that scene at the end of the trailer for this week's episode where Dina's pointing a gun at Ellie because she doesn't know Ellie's immune. She doesn't know yet. It's like she's gonna see probably Ellie get bit, and then Ellie's gonna have to tell her like I'm immune.
That's funny that you brought that over now because even last night in the game, Emily was watching me and she goes, "Does Dina know yet?" And I go, "Nope." I said, "I think it's only Joel. I think it's only Joel and Tommy are the only ones that know."
It happens that way in the game too. She takes off her mask or whatever, I think, to give it to Dina, and Dina's like, "No, what up?" And so she thinks Ellie's gonna die, but no. I mean, Ellie tells her like, "I'm immune." So that's where she finds out in Seattle. So and then you see Dina getting a little sick. She threw up when she saw those bodies, even though that is gruesome. It's still gruesome to see. But she was like, "Sorry, that never usually happens to me because that'd be pregnant."
Yeah, but Jesse.
Yeah, I was pregnant. So no, I thought overall it was a decent episode. I think some people are expecting it to be a lot more action than usual and stuff like that. But and then you still have your people that are mad. Like I listen to sports radio, and I don't know if this guy played the game or not, but he said he was done watching because they killed Joel. And I was just like, okay, bro, well you got to play the game because obviously that's from the game. Yeah, and there's a lot more that happens after that. So, but no, overall I thought it was good.
No, yeah, it was great. Yeah. And they're still holding me right there, bro. They have my attention, and it's one of those like how you said with the Avengers. I trust it, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, same. You want to get into Thunderbolts?
We saw Thunderbolts.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we'll do like a spoiler-free review,
okay,
and then at the end we'll just go full spoiler.
So if you're listening, we'll let you know whenever we're gonna start going into spoiler territory, and then you can get off, and basically that will be the end of the episode.
Yes.
For you.
Because if we don't talk about it today, then we probably won't talk about it.
No, you're right.
Again. So overall, you want to give it a ranking?
Yeah, let's go rank.
We haven't talked about it.
No, we saw it separately, and I didn't text you, and I thought to myself, should I text you and be like, bro, go watch that shit or something? But no, it wasn't.
Ranking for Thunderbolts 3, 2, 1,
8.
9. Okay, I give it a 9. I really liked it.
No, so leaving the theater.
Yeah, 8 is still really good.
I said 8.5. And then I was like, I could be swayed on a 9. And then deadass, like I might as well change it to 8.5 because I think I'm still comfortable with 8.5 instead of 8. So I'm going to say 8.5.
What's the 0.5 on below 9?
It's the.
Or we can talk about it if you want to talk about it on the spoiler part.
Okay. Okay.
No, yeah. Overall, dude, I thought I agree with everyone. We saw early reviews of people that saw it, and everyone was saying it felt like an old MCU movie.
Yeah.
Which that I agree with for sure. But then this one was also refreshing. It was different. It was a different type of superhero movie. And I mean, I don't have to say this. Everyone already knows, but Florence Pugh once again fucking established that she's a phenomenal actress and like can kill anything. And And I like how I don't know if that was the original plan, how Yelena was supposed to like eventually going to turn into a main character, or if it was just a Florence Pugh has turned her into a main character. I think it's a Florence Pugh.
I like how you just said that. I think I agree with that a lot.
Yes. I think it's Florence Pugh.
The popularity of Yelena from Black Widow skyrocket.
Right. And I don't know if they ever thought that was going to happen, but now she is like our other version of Black Widow.
Yes.
And I think Florence Pugh has made her made Yelena a main character in this.
Because her herself has aura. Florence has aura herself. Yeah. So yes, I mean, you're right. Florence made Yelena a main character.
Yeah. And then everyone else in the movie is fantastic as well. Like it's just overall it was a nice change of pace to what we've been seeing in the MCU. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was an emotional movie. It was a lot more emotional than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, a lot more emotional. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those where even though I read the reviews and everything like that, and then I saw the trailers, I stopped watching trailers. I stopped watching TV clips and everything like that. But I didn't know what to expect. I kind of had a feeling of what I kind of wanted. But I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to like, this is concrete. This is exactly what the movie's going to be. No, I had no expectations.
It was different than what I expected.
Some things I had expectations, and then some where I was just like, oh, this isn't that. Oh, y'all are doing this. Oh, I get what y'all are trying to do and trying to say and like trying to give to the audience. Like I understood it. And some stuff, like I said, we'll get into that later, where I guess the 0.5 is just me being nitpicky. But it was like probably like the realest human, raw, emotional movie Marvel has done.
Right.
The elements they really try to,
which is crazy to say because there are some things in the movie that are like just not possible.
No,
like
yes,
but like it is real at the same time.
Because everyone always talks about what's the hidden message, and there's always messages. Yeah. This message. Yeah. Like literally at the end, I literally looked at Emily and my wife, and I was just like, "Oh, I know what this is about." Yeah. And for Emily, she came out saying, "This movie's a 10."
Yeah,
Emily loved it.
No, it was great. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it was great.
It was great.
And somebody who steals the show as well, who I've only, I've seen him. I think I've only seen him in Top Gun Maverick. Was Lewis Pullman, or what? No, he plays he plays Bob. Yeah, his real name's Lewis Pullman. Yes.
Yeah.
He plays Bob, and he's Sentry, and I didn't really know what to expect because old boy who's from The Walking Dead, Glenn, was supposed to play him originally, Stephen Yeun or whatever. Mm-hmm. But Lewis Pullman plays him, and dude, he did phenomenal. He did a phenomenal job.
It's phenomenal.
As Sentry, there was a scene in the movie where where you see Sentry, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like this dude is bad fucking ass, and then like even when he's not Sentry though, like he was still phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Like he was still, and you see him in the trailer when he shows up in that little in the bunker type deal.
Yeah, hey, I'm Bob.
Yes, like he has like good.
That whole scene was so good.
Like it just seems so natural with him. So he did a phenomenal job, and now I just think, bro, this guy's gonna take off just from the success of this movie. Like he's gonna take off because I think I've only ever seen him in Top Gun Maverick.
Me
That's
too.
the only movie I've ever seen him in.
Me too.
What other movies has he been in? Let me click his name.
Another one that obviously was no surprise to anyone. None.
Oh,
David Harbour.
Strangers Pray at Night.
David Harbour.
Oh, he was
Red
the brother,
bro.
Yes, David Harbour. Yes, he was good.
Shit, bro.
Yes,
motherfucker, so funny. He was the big comedic relief. There was comedic relief amongst a lot of them,
but it wasn't like overboard.
But it wasn't overboard. No. Damn. Okay, yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yes.
That was, but yes, he was the comedic relief that we definitely needed in some intense moments sometimes. But he also, we'll also get into that later. But him and Yelena share a scene together, which you kind of see in the trailer. But they share a scene together, and it had to be one of the most emotional scenes in the movie, bro. And
it was overall, it was fantastic. The after credit scene is impactful, like people say. So make sure if you're still listening to this and you haven't seen it, watch to stay for the after credit scene.
But One of the best after credit scenes I've seen in a long time.
Well, not only that, just I think it was a very good ending to the movie itself. Like,
Yes.
just everything just tied together so good, and it was nice. And you see why things are the way they are. Some like with a certain thing that I'm talking about, and we'll talk about it hereafter. But overall, yeah, I was so pleased with it. I give it a 9. You know, I don't know where I would rank it in the whole overall MCU. I'd have to think about that, but I would totally be down to see it again. And yeah, I thought it was fantastic, and I thought it was, if this is a movie that we get before Fantastic Four, I think Fantastic Four is going to be fantastic as well. No pun intended.
As of right now, the audience score from Rotten Tomatoes debuted at a 95%. So we are not wrong in this shit. Audiences love this movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it's still even certified fresh. It has an 88%. It dropped down from 90 earlier, but to 88. That's fine.
Yeah.
95% on the audience score. That's fantastic. Amongst the Phase 5 movies for the MCU, according to Rotten Tomatoes, Ant-Man Quantumania has a 46. Guardians 3 has an 82. The Marvels has a 62. Deadpool Wolverine has a 78. Brave New World has a 48. Thunderbolts has an 88.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's among some good ones. This one, I was really fucking tripping. IGN gave it a 7.
IGN, I feel like always ranks kind of low.
They kind of rank low because guess what? They gave The Last of Us episode 2. Oh, the big episode of Last of Us. They gave it a 6.
Yeah.
They gave The Penguin a 5.
So yeah,
they
IGN
gave
always
Transformers
ranks low.
1 a 5.
Yes. They always rank low.
They gave Wonder Woman 84 an 8.
See, yeah, that's
What type of
weird.
bullshit is that?
Sucks,
Bro?
yeah.
What type of
That
bullshit
movie
is that?
I don't hold much weight with their rankings anyway. So, ultimately, it was a really good time. I had a really good time with it. It was different than what I expected it was going to be. And I will say, if you want, I see some people comparing it to like, DC took 2 times to make Suicide Squad, and this one was done. I mean, this one is better, I think, than both Suicide Squads, if you had to compare.
Yeah.
But no, overall, yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, I don't know how much more I can say with it being spoiler free. So, action was good, comedy was good. It wasn't over the top like some other MCU movies. And like I said, Florence Pugh fucking steals the show. David Harbour's fantastic in it. You know who also was really good? Wyatt Russell.
Yeah.
US
John
agent.
Walker.
Yeah, dude, he was also really good.
Yeah.
In the movie.
It
was refreshing to see him back.
Yeah.
It was almost like, damn, I kind of miss you.
That's the thing about him, bro. Bro, we couldn't stand him. He was annoying.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point.
Yes.
We were supposed to be annoyed by him just for at the very end we go, now you're a villain. I bet, bro.
Yeah.
Now this makes sense for your ass.
Yeah.
And then for him to come back in here and he's just a dick.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he was also very good in the movie. So, yeah, overall, I thought it was great. You want to get in the spoiler part?
Yeah, bro. So if y'all are still listening to this and if y'all don't want to know anything, if y'all don't want to hear anything about this, spoilers for Thunderbolts, go ahead. We'll catch you next week. Thank you for tuning in. If you're still here, let's talk like if you were sitting there at the movie theaters with us.
You have already watched it. This is another warning. Spoilers for the Thunderbolts. But I thought it was fucking fantastic, bro.
Bruh, the one thing everyone already said, bro, Taskmaster dead. Yeah. Taskmaster dead, bro.
As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, yep, there it is. Because I saw people talking about, like, when the trailers came out. And they were like, they're not even trying to hide that Taskmaster is dead.
Yeah, Taskmaster's going to die at some point. Bro, so I was completely wrong. You know who guessed it fucking right? Marco said
she's going to die early.
He said she's going to die early. And I was like, nah, bro, like, she's in some scenes. He goes, oh, it's a misdirect. And I go, I understand it's a misdirect, but I think she's still going to last a little bit longer. He goes, I think Ghost kills her. And I go, no fucking way, bro. Is it because guess what? They have to be a team, so they're not going to be a team with Ghost after she did. He goes, it's a mystery.
They even have
Ghost
her
is going to kill her.
They even have her in the trailer in the fight scene before they fight Sentry. Yes. Right. So yeah, it truly was a misdirect. So yeah, she died pretty early on. I liked the beginning of it too, where Yelena, like, she's on that cliff. And then she's just talking about like how she's talking about like how tired she is or like how bored she is with life or something, or she can't figure it out, and then she just falls like almost kind of like a type of suicide type shit.
It was
and you just see her going through the motions of her job, which is crazy because like that's how a lot of Americans are, a lot of people are. But her job is like to kill people actually, and she's just killing people, no emotion.
I love the fact that she even said she goes, I get to work, I clock in, I clock out. And, and then I do it all again. I go home, I drink. Yeah.
It's like,
bro, but you're right. It's like there's a lot of people that are like that, but they don't kill.
Yes, and she's just killing people like nonchalant. Like her role in this movie was fantastic as well. And I know you brought up her thing with
David Harbour.
With Alexi and David Harbour and like Yeah, I mean, it truly resonated with, I'm sure, with a ton of people. How like people just can't figure out what they want to do. They feel like they have no purpose, and they're alone. And like it was it was definitely like a depression type movie. And even with Sentry, like with Bob, like I love how this motherfucker. You go to a normal person and you say, "Hey, I'm finna give you every superpower pretty much in the world," and anybody would be like, dude, I'm going to be the happiest guy in the world. Like, I'm going to be happiest. I'm going to be so fucking happy. I'm going to have no more problems, this and that. And this guy gets that, but then his depression is still takes over. Like, and the void. And the void takes over. Like, and this guy he's arguably the most powerful person in the MCU now at this point. And he still can't defeat the void. The void takes over still. Yeah. He's still got a lot of demons that he still fights. And so, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a very, like, an emotional type movie.
The whole theme of the movie is basically mental health. Yeah. At the end of the day, the movie is about mental health, about basically how to get through it, how to love yourself in the end of it, and everything like that, and how you have to lean on people. Not trying to be corny, but that truly is the whole thing of the movie. I mean, you see it from the beginning to the end. That's it plays it out.
Yelena even says like she's just alone. Like she does all this stuff and she just comes home to nothing. She already lost her sister. Alexi's not calling her. She has nobody. She has her mental health and then she's depressed. Like she has no purpose. Yeah, she has no purpose. She doesn't know what she wants to do. She doesn't, and that can resonate with a ton of people. And so, like, yeah, I mean, it's
and she said like she used to have she used to be happy with it, but now it's not enough anymore. Yes. And then even whenever she calls Valentina and she goes, I think I want to have a little more public image because. Not necessarily because she wants to be famous. No, because she wants recognition. She wants people to
She's doing it all in the shadows right now.
She wants people to be there for her. In the end, she wants to have people go, hey, good job, bro.
Well, and Alexi says it. Like, what's the best? It's the fame. It's the recognition. It's the...
That's what we do it.
Yes. And
to be on the Wheaties box.
And so, Yelena...
He's so good,
yeah, no, he's fantastic. Yelena doesn't get that. And so you really see her go through this. And that's why she resonates with Bob a lot. Yeah. Bob also has always just kind of lived a shitty life, and he's kind of always just been depressed. And they feel that with each other. You could tell they bond off that right away. Yes. Like they're both lonely.
That's why she's the closest one.
Yes, they're both lonely, and so I thought that shit was so cool too. How he would touch somebody, and then you could see like how each one of these characters is going through like their little not drama, but like their little dark phase in their life. Like they don't know exactly where they fall. Like they were, are they a villain? Are they a hero? Or they don't really know where they fall. So overall, the movie definitely has like an emotional, like mental health type thing. And then you see it at the end too when they're all in the void.
Yeah, they're all in the void and they all come together to get Bob out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, getting them out as well. And just trying to be there for each other.
Like a Bob's life where like how some of the hearts, like when he stands up to his dad and then even his mom is like, you make everything worse to him.
Yeah. And what's really sad, bro, is even just him sitting in the attic. Because, I mean, he's in his own head. He's in his own void. He's living his past over and over and over in a constant loop. But even he, like, when Yelena looks down, he goes, don't worry about them. It'll be over soon.
Yeah.
Like, and he says it so calmly because, hey, bro, I've been here, done that. I'm used to this. Like, this is just life to me. Like, and that's sad, bro. That's so fucking sad to see. What was I going to say? I want to go ahead and get into it because I'm so excited for it. The post-credit scene. We're jumping. We'll get back to it if we want, but the post-credit scene.
Asterisk. Huh? The asterisk on the Thunderbolts. A lot of people didn't think. Remember the asterisk?
Oh, yes.
That ended up, and then they ended up changing it to the New Avengers.
The New Avengers. I like the way fucking Valentina pulled that shit, bro. At the very end, she played them, bro, to come in, bro, and she goes, "I want to introduce y'all, the New Avengers, bro." After they saved the day and everything.
She played it as if they saved, and that was her plan all along.
But hey, what did Yelena tell her? We own you now. Yeah. And then she kind of realized it.
Yeah.
She didn't talk back. She didn't say nothing. She kind of realized, oh, shit.
Yep.
I didn't think they were going to come off like that. I thought if I gave them all the fame and fortune, they'd be happy, you know.
And Yelena got what she wanted, actually.
And she got what she wanted. Yeah. And she saw it in her face. She saw it in her face. She was happy after that. 14 months later, do a 14-month
time jump.
Yeah. Another time jump.
Yeah.
And guess what, bro? They are in Avengers Tower.
Yep.
All got news. Everyone keeps on talking about Bucky because that motherfucker looked clean.
Yeah,
bro.
His hair looked all luscious. And
it looked good. He got the beard on him now, but Bucky looks good. But I even love them talking about, Sam is mad because of the Avengers.
Sam's making his own Avengers
Sam is
team,
making
yes.
his own Avengers team. We don't
Yes.
know who's going to be with Sam with Captain America, but he is making his own Avengers team, and he's mad that they have the Thunderbolt name.
So you know that banter is going to be great too when we see the next Avengers movie, because you're going to have 2 Avengers teams technically.
The new Avengers.
And so you know the banter between the 2 teams having to work together. You know that's going to be fantastic with Alexi and everybody. You know, like that's going to be funny.
Yeah.
So
Red Guardian shaved his beard.
Yeah, and I'm curious who fucking Sam puts on his team.
Yeah, I'm really curious, bro. I'm really curious.
Yeah,
on that
so
one
like
too.
he's probably got like She-Hulk.
I would have, if you would have asked me a couple months ago, I would have been like, oh, Bucky.
Yeah,
Bucky. He's gonna have Bucky on his team. Nope.
Bucky's on the other team, and
Bucky's
it
on the
seems
new
like they're
team.
not really cool with each other because he tried to talk to him and he said it didn't go well.
Yeah.
So that was a nice change. Like that was a nice. When they did that, I was like, oh wow. So these are the new event, and so then they go full marketing, and you see people. Though I like the newspaper articles at the end where you see people don't really see them serious as Avengers because really they are people that all just point and shoot.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like Bucky and what's his face?
U.S. Agent.
U.S. Agent. They have super soldier serum.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is kind of just like, just point and shoot. Old girl has powers though. Ghost, yes. But yeah, overall, I mean, they're not really, much.
And they got Bob there too, but he ain't doing nothing.
He says he can't turn into Sentry
because if not, the Void is still there.
Yes, yeah. Which I'm curious how they worked that later.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that was the part that kind of disappointed me.
I thought he was gonna be Sentry in it,
Same.
and if you add Sentry to that team, then they're legit.
See, so not only they're legit, so okay, here's not necessarily this isn't the full thing that takes away the 0.5, but this also plays into it. When he saw him, I thought, where's he at? He was with them.
Yeah,
he was with them. Where is he? And and he's like, you just gonna sit there in the corner, U.S. Guardian or not U.S. Guardian, Red Guardian, telling my shit. But he said he goes, if I do it, it's gonna be the Void. And I thought, damn it, like so. It's 2 trains of thoughts. It's like. It's cool because it gives a good like storyline of like later in the like probably Avengers Doomsday or something. Like I can't turn into him. You have to like if you fight that Void, like go like it's a cool little thing. And then big pop out Sentry, he wins. But at the same time, I'm like, damn it, bro. Like now we got to go through this, but bro, we just saw you defeat the Void. Fucking be Sentry.
Yeah,
and
but
you are clean as fuck at Sentry.
I also think it fits the movie though because depression and like mental health,
it never goes away.
It's not the easiest thing to just get rid of.
Yeah. Like I said,
so it's still a battle for him.
It's 2 trains of thoughts, like I said. So so that was one. The other part of it was the scene as Sentry, fucking amazing, and it also made me go, damn. I want to see him do more.
Oh, same.
I want to see him do more. Same. And then I was like, that's it. That's all you're going to do. Now you're Void. Now we don't see Sentry anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so we just saw this small preview and now we're done.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, but there's also expectations. It's also what I was really anticipating.
Look at it as it's not a Sentry movie.
No, I know. But you promoted him.
Yes.
You showed this is going to be the big bad, but it was really the Void as the big bad type shit. So I get it, but it's like, damn it, bro. Like, okay, whatever. Nonetheless. But hearing something, spacecraft has gone into the orbit.
As soon as I said that, I knew it was Fantastic Four. And when we were even guessing, what the end credit scene could be. Was it last week or the week before? When everyone was talking about how crazy it was.
Yeah.
And I think we said like, watch it be the Fantastic Four coming from their Earth just to set up their movie.
I'm about to say, yes. I feel like it was also that. Then I think I even said, bro, we're gonna get Doctor Doom. We're gonna get some type of Doctor Doom thing to where, So it wasn't Doctor Doom. It was the Fantastic Four ship. And you hear the little theme in the back and everything like that. But even like Yelena, they were all, when the ship turns, you can see the four, like all of them looking at it. I'm not going to lie, bro. It felt so good seeing, because that was, even though we have the trailers and everything, we have no interaction with the Fantastic Four. So actually seeing characters from the MCU looking at the Fantastic Four logo, it made me so happy. Yeah. I was just like, we're here.
Right. Yeah. It feels like it actually feels like an impactful end credit scene where I feel like the past few movies we get, they're just kind of just like cheesy. They're just kind of just like just to have an end credit scene, just to have one.
This movie answered a lot of questions.
Yes, this one feels like there's a reason for this. And I think it also establishes that what we thought was going to happen in the Fantastic Four movie is going to happen, is where their world gets destroyed and they have to come to our MCU.
Yeah.
Like that's what's going to happen. So that's probably how we get Doctor Doom as well. He probably makes the escape too. I'm so excited for Fantastic Four in July.
Yeah, bro. Because this all, obviously is going to happen way before the Thunderbolts happen, or at least within those 14 months. Who freaking knows? I'm ecstatic, bro. I'm excited. I was so happy seeing that post-credit scene.
It's going to be culture shock, though. When Fantastic Four, their
come
world,
out,
there's no other superheroes other than Fantastic Four. Then they come to this one, and this one, how many it has?
Yeah, bro. they're gonna for real be like, bro, we're the biggest heroes on earth, and be like, get in line, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like you ain't it, bro.
yeah.
We it now.
We already have the Avengers.
Be like, we have a Sentry.
Yeah.
Bob.
So like, it's gonna be a culture shock for sure.
They're
gonna have to figure out where they fit in that. But no, yeah, I mean, I thought overall, dude, it was fantastic. And I liked how they did the asterisk. Like, I thought the asterisk was gonna be more so like they weren't in agreement on the Thunderbolts, so it was still like up for debate. Like, it was still, they'll call themselves that for now until they find a better name.
Oh, I'm completely wrong on how the fuck they came up with the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, the soccer team.
The soccer team.
Yes,
soccer team.
As soon as she said we're the Thunderbolts, when she was talking to Lexi,
Yes.
I was like, babe, there's the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
And so yeah,
bro, I was complete in my head. Bro, all the way down to, I think I was even talking to Marco. Like, I was saying, bro, I have a feeling we're going to get Thunderbolt Ross in this bitch.
I thought it was when the court scene pulls out at the beginning.
Which one?
At the beginning of the movie when they're in court and it's Valentina. That's their court.
Yes.
But they zoom out and I thought they were talking to because they mentioned the impeachment or something.
Yes,
so I was
yes,
like, oh,
yes.
boy got impeached.
Yep.
So I thought that's what it was at first.
And so I'm not. I literally said, I was like, we may not get Hulk, but we're going to get Thunderbolt Ross, and he's going to be like, and they're going to try to say like, bro, this is your team, like, bro, they're here to represent you, and he's gonna be like,
Call them the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, we're calling them Thunderbolts. Fuck that, bro. And then that's when you get we can't call ourselves that because he destroyed half of the Washington, and yada yada. We can't represent that. Like, I thought that's what Bucky was going to allude to. No, bro, the fucking soccer team. Yeah. Whatever. It made sense. It was fun to see it and everything like that. Gosh, bro, movie was great.
No, yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
And
I would definitely watch it again.
Yes, yes, definitely.
And it was just different. There's not a whole lot of action in the movie. There's really not. But
no,
it doesn't need it. Like, it's just it's a nice.
And that's the part that kind of
different.
That's another one of those where it's like I had expectations and I didn't know what to expect, but I kind of knew what I was getting. I really thought I was gonna get a lot more. It did have good action.
The trailer does a good job of flipping you too, because you don't really know, because like the scene with Bucky chasing them down, like you don't know if he's recruiting them for his own team or he's catching them for Valentina. Like, you don't really know it, so they do a whole good job of like kind of throwing you off. But no, yeah, overall, dude, I thought it was great, and I'm excited to see now these characters be main focuses in the, and like that's another thing about what was so great about this movie is each character got their own little like shine and like focused on. I felt like even Valentina, we see like a throwback to her and like how she became her and like what bro, she got her dad killed. So like you see why she also thinks like there's only bad people and then even worse people. And so like this movie, it just did a great job. Like each character got it's a good focus and like had their moments, and I thought it was great. There's one question I want to ask you. Unless you have more to talk about it on there. I already see people asking, who's winning, Sentry or Henry Cavill's Superman?
Oh my gosh.
There's already people debating it. I know my answer.
Let's see. I guess my rebuttal would be, who did Sentry fight?
That's my answer. I already see people saying, like Eris. Eris said Sentry is
Did he really?
He said he's flooring Henry Cavill's Superman. And I look at that and I say, now, fight scene, fucking impressive.
It was very impressive.
Fucking impressive, and I liked how they did that. But who is he really fighting? Yelena even says it herself, all we do is point and shoot. And you have some guys that are strong. Other than that, nothing else. Superman, holding the whole Justice League, Henry Cavill Superman, and looking at the Flash as the Flash can
move top speed.
At top, like, and I need to see Sentry do more. I need to see him fight more people before I can say
that was kind of my thing where I was kind of disappointed. I was like, I knew he was going to fight Thunderbolts.
I think we'll get it later.
But in my head, not like I'm saying I figured we were going to get Hulk come up, Thor come up, this and no. But I just thought we were going to get more. But you're right. It's not a Sentry movie. It's a Thunderbolt movie. We'll get it later. That's what's going to be the tease for the next two Avengers movies at some point. But it's like, gosh, damn, that was kind of disappointing in a sense. But he didn't really fight nobody to answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, and now granted, you can say he took out the Avengers, but this isn't really, like this isn't like our core Avengers type deal. Like until I see him fight Thor and the Hulk and who else?
Captain Marvel.
Scarlet Witch, like Captain Marvel. Yeah, like until I see how he handles those situations, I'm still saying Henry Cavill wins. Because I've seen Henry Cavill do more. So. But and you know who also had Henry Cavill's Superman's back? King Lion.
Did he really?
Yeah. I thought he was for sure going to be like Sentry whoops his ass, like da-da-da. But no, he even said it. He was like, he didn't beat anybody, really. Like, He says so. He said we can't say that. We can't say that he would beat Henry because that's irresponsible.
Yeah, we've seen Henry 3 times.
Yeah,
saw him 3 times. We saw him in Man of Steel, saw him BVS, and we saw him Justice League.
Yep. And he takes on the Justice League and takes on Steppenwolf and just makes it like nothing.
Yeah.
So
he had a little hiccup when it came to Batman, but it's okay.
Right. Yeah. That's true. He did.
Because he was a human.
Yeah. Overall, though, fantastic. I thought it was great. I think everyone needs to go see that movie for
Thunderbolts
sure.
Thunderbolts is great, bro.
Puts the MCU on a fast track to Fantastic Four for sure. And now it's just like, holy shit, we have a Fantastic Four in 2 months.
Even though the audience doesn't agree, I still look at this as another win because they had a win with Deadpool Wolverine. They had in my opinion, they had a win with Captain America, and now they have a win with this one, and just bring us home.
Well, it kind of just feels like it's stepping on.
It's building.
Each other.
It's
like
building. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people do like Deadpool Wolverine. Not many people like Captain.
Yeah.
To me, I liked
okay. I thought
to me, I liked it.
Yes.
It was a good movie. And this one just back up.
Yeah.
And now I just think, God, please, for the love of God, Fantastic Four, stick the landing.
Oh, I think it will. Dude.
I have all the faith in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you know how hard it is trying to defend movies.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is. I've been defending Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel for years, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to defend this one.
Yeah.
I've gone 3 times with Fantastic Four teams. I literally looked at Emily and I said, that's going to be a Fantastic Four movie where I'm proud to show you, babe. And she goes, oh, yeah, you took me to the last one. I was like, yeah, shit.
No, I think it's going to stick to landing for sure. And, I mean, I just think, like, the MCU's track record, dude. I mean, yes,
yeah,
I
that's
get
why
it.
I'm excited.
Like, they had a little spot where people were, is it in shambles, is it not, whatever. But
Yeah,
I think for sure now you can tell it's back to what it was. So, anything else?
That's it, bro.
All right. Well, anything come out next week? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So I just know we're on the at the movies though. I did see the Superman trailer and I did see Jurassic trailer. Dude, I'm hyped for those as well. Teresa was asking when all this will come out, and I was like, babe, all of that is July.
Yeah.
I was like, all of that is July. There is no time to breathe for any of them.
Nope.
So
nope. Let's see. Hurry up tomorrow. Fuck that. Mission Impossible. When does that come out?
But
That's May 23rd.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of them. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, same. Doesn't really
Pretty
look
much
like
it
anything.
for May. There's
Yeah.
not much in May.
Oh, shit. No. You got Mission Impossible, and then you got Karate Kid, bro.
Oh, is that in May?
Yeah, May 30th.
Oh, so late May.
Late
Okay.
May.
So there's nothing coming out. Like
Nothing
these few
coming this
weeks,
week to where we can review it, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, we got.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I'll catch you guys next week.
All right, later.